Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we're bringing you another video, man, about Game of Thrones, and it's going to be episode 8. Today we're going to be talking about episode 8, and normally I do like a breakdown, but today we're going to be doing a little something different, man. I just want to go ahead and talk about the show on this episode, man. I just want to go ahead and, talk about what I think is going on with the show and, just see the success of the show and all that other good stuff. So, mainly I just want to go ahead and, give shout outs to the showrunners and the characters, basically. So let's get into it. So I wanted to go ahead and just bring in a couple of thoughts that I had to myself, and I'm just like comparing the show to like all the other shows, and I'm like, why is the show so successful compared to all the other shows out right now? And when I watch the other shows, I try not to give bias or crazy you know ideas on what I think, but it's more like, yo, these shows, man, they're really bad. So the main thing I think is that about the other shows is that they just don't have, like, I guess the actors, or it's just the screenwriting. It's mainly the screenwriting. They really do suck at the screenwriting. So something that needs to be worked on when it comes to screenwriting, because they suck. Okay, but back to Game of Thrones though. All right, so why I think this show is so important compared to so many other shows, and what they do differently to make the show really good when you're looking at it from a point of view from all these other shows that we're watching, and we're talking about She-Hulk, Rings of Power, Dahmer, and all these other shows that's out right now. I didn't name a lot, but there's a lot out right now. I think what's really important about this show is that every scene matters. Every single scene matters. It's like, can't escape one scene. If you miss one scene, you're gonna miss the whole show. So it's like every scene matters. Whenever people are in certain rooms together with other people, it's like they're scheming together. It's like this whole show is like that, and everybody who's in the same room with someone else, it just makes the show more interesting when different people start switching rooms and when the sides start getting switched out too. It's crazy, but that's just what the show is all about, and that's what makes the show good. All right. Another thing I think that makes this show really good is because Game of Thrones once was such a good show to everyone, and the actors love it, and they became so famous from it. And these new actors that are on the show, they really want to go ahead and honor the show. If you think about it, you know what I mean. Like, make sure the show is good. Make sure you do a good job. Like, don't be looking like a fool out there, man. You representing a good show. So I think it's very important that they're really putting their all into it. They're invested in it. If you really want to think about it, and it could take them far if they do a good job. And I think they're all in. Actors definitely make this show run, man, and they do a good job, and I love it. And shout outs to them. A bunch of new faces I've barely seen before, and I love them already. My brothers and sisters. Let's get it. Anyways, man, like I said, another thing about the show, I'm gonna go ahead and continue just being, frank about it. Although I know the lore, I still want to see what's gonna happen. I still want to see how they're gonna do it. I still want to see if it ends up that way in the Song of Ice and Fire. You feel me? So it's just something that I'm really interested in, and I want to see how they portray it. Right now, it's looking really good. I liked what they did with a couple of things with Rhaenyra, and how they changed it up in the books. Hey, whatever, man. Live your life. And he left the dragon though. It's okay, whatever, man. Yeah, he did his thing. So it's really cool to see that and how they just changed that up, and they're not just completely following the books. And there was some other things in there that they changed up too that I don't know if you guys noticed, but like the whole auto high tower thing, and King Viserys, like that whole situation. Yeah, they changed some of that up too. So yeah, it's cool to see that they're doing that. All right, man. It can't always be all peaches and cream with this show. All right, it's not that good. I'm just playing. Look, it's really good, but the thing is that they're kind of pacing it at a strange way. Like, they're doing their strange pacing, and it's kind of like messing with people's heads who know the lore. but we see it and understand it, and they're still doing it good. I just feel like maybe if they were just kind of focused more on some of the battles that the dragons did in the storyline, and I know it's about the throne and all that good stuff, Rhaenyra and all that good stuff, and it's great. But I just wanted they're missing some like epic battles that we could have seen with the dragons and kind of fights like on the stepping stones and things like that, and Leonor, and just kind of like even Damon too fighting as well. Missing a lot of those cool fights, and just kind of like hoping that they do a little bit more action. It's a really good drama right now with dragons. It's drama with dragons, if that's how you want to call it. But it's really good. But that's another thing. But it can't all be peachy and cream, man. They got to work on some things too. All right, they need to work on more action. I like to see the killing. They just beheading people. I love it. It's good stuff. But I need to see more action. Now, with that being said, I do want to go ahead and kind of raise the question: is like to the audience, whoever's listening and still made it to the end of this video. I just want to let you know, man. You tell me right now, from what it looks of it, do you think Game of Thrones is better than House of Dragons? Or do you think House of Dragons is better than Game of Thrones? And I know we got through all that stuff with Game of Thrones in season 8, but I mean, what do you guys think? Like, the show's doing really good, and I love how the season started. What do you guys think? Leave a comment, man, in the comment section, and we definitely gonna get back to it. But that was my thoughts on episode 8. Not really a review, but it was definitely something I wanted to get off my chest. It's something that it's a good show, so I want to make sure that everybody knew that. And compared to all these other shows, man, it's trampling them all. Keep it up. But that was my thoughts, man. I think you guys agree with me, man, on this stuff. This show's really good. This episode was really good, and I got more coming for you, man. I got episode 8 coming up real soon as well. Just keep watching, and like I said, man, just hit the like notification bell, man, and we're gonna be bringing you guys some more, of course. All right, peace.